What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. I got hair all over my body. Anyway, before we get started with today's video, excuse me, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might get to 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, excuse me, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it on the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed. The possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull my second ever Collector's Rare. Because it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a Collector's Rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled from my Genesis Impact box opening that I did several months back is a Collector's Rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely gorgeous. And the centering actually looks pretty good. It actually looks amazing. Actually, now that I'm looking at it from afar, the centering is a bit off top to bottom. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it still has the potential to be a PSA 10. So who knows? Only time will tell. But with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this: what are you guys' thoughts on the newest upcoming core set, Phantom Nightmare, so far? What are your guys' thoughts on Phantom Nightmare so far? Let me know down in the comments below, and also comment as well what archetypes do you believe should be getting new support in this set. Let me know down in the comments below. Now I know that this will be a relatively short video. Excuse me, because there's only 3 cards to talk about that will be released in the aforementioned set, Phantom Nightmare, but they're actually pretty insane ones. So let's not waste any time. Let's get straight into it. So first up, we've got Phantasmal Summoning Beast, which is a 7-star Dark Fiend with 0 attack and defense, and both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect says you can tribute this card, add 1 Uriah, Lord of Soaring Flames, excuse me, Haman, Lord of Striking Thunder, or Raviel, Lord of Phantasms, from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Then you can special summon a level 10 Pyro, Thunder, or Fiend whose attack equals its own defense from your hand. ignoring a summoning condition, but it cannot attack directly this turn. Second effect reads, you can banish this card from your grave, add 1 Dimension Fusion Destruction from your deck to your hand. So this is basically the best form of Rhoda you could possibly think of. Not only could you add one of the Sacred Beasts to your hand from the deck or graveyard, which acts as like a Rhoda monster reincarnation, but you can just automatically Cyber Dragon that same card to your board right off the bat. But the only thing is that it's locked. But the only problem is that the monster you summon is locked out of the battle phase, which it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it really doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that you're able to get a monster with literally up to 4,000 on board. That's pretty nuts. So with the Sacred Beast deck, the idea would be Haman, Raphael, Appaloosa for 4, plus Tornado Dragon and what's that other one? I can't think. What's the back row card? Cerulean Skyfire plus Fallen Paradise. If you're able to establish that kind of board, ooh, you have probably one of the most insane boards that the Sacred Beast deck could ever have. I'm gonna have to update my Sacred Beast deck, because ironically enough, this is actually a 2-of. And funny thing is that this card, because that it's a level 7, if you have 2 level 7s, one of them being this card, you could just overlay them into a fucking Draco sack, and you're pretty much just off to the races there. Which is pretty nuts. Adding Dimension Fusion Destruction with the second effect, it's an okay effect. You don't really use Dimension Fusion Destruction anyway, but I mean, it is what it is. Next up, we have Mag Macho Dragon, which is an 8-star Fire Pyro with 1800 attack, 2200 defense. And both of its effects are once per turn. The first effect says, you can banish up to 3 fire monsters from your grave. This card gains 400 attack for each until the end of the turn. Second effect reads, if a face-up fire monster control is destroyed by a card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field, then draw 1 card. So ironically enough, not only could you run this with Battling Boxers, but funny enough, this effect of the first effect, it's kind of similar to Bazoo the Soul Eater. So in a way, this card is basically a retrain of Bazoo the Soul Eater with a bit of an added like twist, if you will, which is the second effect of this card. So it's not bad. It's not bad. Again, funny enough, I think Battling Boxers could run this card, but you would need to have another level 8 monster for you to go into your Xyz plays, so that way you don't have to banish that that card. But now we got one more card to talk about in today's video, and ironically enough, it's a new Memento card, but it's a retrain of one of the oldest cards in the game's existence, which was printed in, I think, one of the tournament packs, one of the old school tournament packs, which was once known as Wretched Ghost of the Attic. So we have a retrain of that card known as Wretched Ghost of the Memento, which I'm assuming that's what Konami is going to be aiming for the most part. But it is a 2-star Dark Fiend, 550 attack, 400 defense. Both of its effects are once per turn, and the first effect says, if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one memento card in your grave, except this card, add it to your hand. Second effect reads, if this card is sent to the grave by a memento monster's effect, you can special summon this card. So funny enough, you can actually use the second effect and then use the first effect in sequence, which is actually kind of funny. Basically, this is basically your like monster reincarnation, if you will, for the whole deck. So, I mean, again, I've never worked with any of the newer archetypes that we currently have, but I will admit, this archetype, the Memento archetype, does have promise, but we will see what happens. But I must admit, getting cards that are retrains of older cards is actually kind of cool, because what Konami is doing is they're releasing these retrains for the nostalgia, which I love it. I love the idea. But honestly, I think there are several other cards in the game that could definitely use a retrain. There's a few. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. I know this was relatively short. I apologize, guys, but tomorrow, predictions for Fastlane. Get ready for that. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more card discussions in the future, and I know that a lot of you guys are new to the channel, so if you are, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.